morning, everybody. There is subject management principle and application. We are discussing about what is management. Okay, there is a particular subject is there management principle and application, and we have to discuss what is management today and what are the various functions of management and what are the levels of management and what are the who is a manager, what is the objective of management, what are the skills and role of management, and why management is both arts as well as science. Okay, so what is management? So the oldest definition said by Mary Parker Follett is that management is nothing but the art of getting things done through others. Okay, management. What is management? You have to make the task to be completed by some hand, with the hand of someone. You are not doing, but with the help of someone, as you are instructing and you are making the work to be happen through somebody, that is known as what? Management. Okay, so getting the work done through other is known as what? Mary management, according to whom? According to Mary Parker Follett. But this definition of management kya hai? You have to make the things to be done through other people, that is management. Okay, and suppose teacher has given some task to you. Okay, and you are not completing the task, you are completing the task through someone, that is known as management. Okay, but this definition is not a right definition according to of Mary Parker Follett, and because there are different limitation of this old definition, it ignores the scientific aspect, human aspect. The function of manager is also ignored, and the role of internal and external environment is also ignored. Okay, so the human is an important element that which is not considered in this old definition of management. Okay, and it is not at all scientific, and the function of manager is also not considered, and the role of internal environment, the place the manager is living, the place the people are there, the workers are there, and the place outside of the working environment, that is external environment, is not considered in the old definition of Mary Parker Follett, that is getting the work done through other people, that is known as management. Manager क्या होता है? वो खुद कुछ काम नहीं करता. Manager is not doing the work himself. He asks someone and accomplishes the task through somebody, that is known as management. Management क्या है? आप खुद काम नहीं करते हो, दूसरे के द्वारा काम को अंजाम देते हो, दूसरे लोग काम करते हैं, तुम्हारा काम को दूसरे द्वारा करवाते हो, वो क्या है? मैनेजमेंट. दैट इज द ओल्ड डेफिनेशन ऑफ मेरी पार्कर फॉलेट, which is not scientific. The human aspect is not considered, and the function of manager is also ignored, and the internal environment, जो internal environment है and external environment, is also not considered in the old definition of management, which is suggested by Mary Parker Follett. And what is the new definition then? So management, first of all, it is a process. Management is what? It is a process. Process of what? Planning, organizing, directing, controlling activity and using resources of an organization for accomplishing the organization goal efficiently and effectively in an ever-changing environment. So what is management? Management is a process of what? Planning, organizing, directing, and controlling using resources for the purpose of what? To achieve the organization objective with efficient manner and effective manner. Okay, with less time and less cost. Okay, by using all the resources, whether main resources, material resources, okay, or any kind of machine you can use or money you can use. With the use of these resources, how you can accomplish the task by planning, by organizing, by directing and controlling. We'll discuss what is this all about: planning, organizing, directing and controlling briefly. But what is this management? Management is a total process. Process of what? Planning करना है. Okay, planning for what to do, how to do, when to do. Then organizing क्या है? किसको काम देना है, उसका अथॉरिटी क्या है, उसका रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है. टोटल वर्क को डिवाइड करो, लोगों के और वर्क को डिवाइड करके उसके स्पेशलाइजेशन के आधार पर उसको दे दो. Then directing means you have to communicate with the people and you have to supervise with the people, you have to lead the people, that is directing. And also what, controlling means उसको, उस वर्कर को, उस एम्प्लॉय को कितना स्टैंडर्ड दिया गया है, वो कितना एक्चुअली में अचीव कर रहा है. So we have to compare in between the standard and the actual performance of the worker, that is known as controlling. So activity, this management is a total process or activity of planning, organizing, directing, controlling of what, the using resources of an organization. Whether, what is resources are very scarce, we know. That is human resources, that is material resources, machine is a resources, man is a resources, okay, money is a resources. So all the resources you can use, okay, and you can accomplish your objective. आपका जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है आप फुलफिल करोगे, ओके, विद एन एफिशिएंट एंड इफेक्टिव मैनर, ओके, जो कि लेस कॉस्ट होगा, मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट होगा, एंड लेस टाइम टेकिंग करके आप अपना ऑब्जेक्टिव को, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को फुलफिल करने को क्या बोलते हैं, मैनेजमेंट बोलते हैं. वो मैनेजमेंट इज ए कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस ऑफ व्हाट, प्लानिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, डायरेक्टिंग, कंट्रोलिंग बाय यूजिंग डिफरेंट रिसोर्सेस with the to for the purpose of achieving the organization objective in an efficient and effective manner, okay, with an ever changing environment, because we know that environment is changing drastically. जो environment आज जो होता है कल वो नहीं रहता है, so environment has to be changed and we have to adapt the changes, okay. ever changing environment में मैनेजर कैसे प्लान करता है, ऑर्गेनाइज कैसे करता है, डायरेक्ट कैसे करता है, कंट्रोल कैसे करता है, तमाम रिसोर्सेज को इकट्ठा करके, and how he is fulfilling, how he is accomplishing the objective of the organization, goal of the organization, with efficient manner and effective manner with an ever changing environment, that is known as what, management. That is the new definition which came. Then according to F. Taylor, he's known as the father of scientific management, or father of scientific management. He is known as F. Taylor. According to him, management is an art of knowing what to do, when to do, and see that is done in the best and cheapest way. क्या है ये मैनेजमेंट, क्या है, हाउ यू कैन गेट द थिंग्स डन with a minimum cost, okay, with the cheapest way and the best way. And you have to know what to do and when to do. तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए तुम्हें क्या करना है, कब करना है, और उस टास्क को कैसे बेस्ट पॉसिबल मैनर में करना है और कैसे चीपेस्ट वे में करना है. वो डेफिनेशन सजेस्ट किए थे कौन, द फादर ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट, हु इज नोन एज फ्रेडरिक विंस्लो टेलर. ही इज नोन एज F. Taylor, who has suggested this kind of theory or this kind of management definition, okay. So that is his definition, that is the definition of management, okay. It is an art, okay. हर कोई मैनेजर नहीं बन सकता, हर कोई मैनेज नहीं कर सकता है. So it is a art of what, knowing. You should know what to do, when to do, and see that the work is done in the best and cheapest way. There are other definitions also, okay. First definition, this definition we already covered. Then manager is to forecast and to plan and organize, to command and coordinate, to control, okay. This is the Henry Fayol. He is known as father of administrative management. He told about this particular definition about forecast. आपको forecast करना है, plan करना है, organize करना है, command करना है, coordinate करना है, control करना है. ये सारे चीज को करने से इसे क्या बोलेंगे, मैनेजमेंट बोलेंगे. मैनेजमेंट इज डिफाइंड as the creation and maintenance of internal environment in an enterprise where individuals working together in groups and perform efficiently and effectively towards the attainment of group goal. According to Kunz and O'Donnell, he is another author, another person who has suggested that how you and your worker, how the people in the organization work together, and they are working together for achievement of the group objective or organization objective in an efficient and effective manner. कैसे एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सब वर्कर मिलजुल के काम करते हैं, उनका इंडिविजुअल ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है, उनका ग्रुप ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है, वो कैसे मिलजुल के अपना जो ग्रुप ऑब्जेक्टिव है फुलफिल करते हैं विद एन एफिशिएंट एंड इफेक्टिव मैनर, उसे क्या बोलते हैं, मैनेजमेंट बोलते हैं. अकॉर्डिंग टू हुम, अकॉर्डिंग टू कुंज एंड ओडर्नल, ओके. These are the 5 M's of management. What are the 5 M's of management? Money, man, material, machine, method. Okay, these are the 5 M of management. Money is vital for any kind of organization. We know without money a business organization can't move an inch even. So that's why money is quite vital. That is the first M, that is money. Okay, next M is man. Man means human being, man means worker, man means employee. Okay, man means human power, man means human resources or main power. Okay, then materials, anything production, the basic input required for any kind of production is material, that is raw material. Then machinery, okay, the worker has to work under a particular machine and he has to operate the particular machine also, so machine is quite required. Then method means process, so which method, which technique he has to operate the particular um, production, that is important. So 5M of management consists of money, man, material, machine, as well as what, method, which is the basic ingredient, basic factors of production of any kind of organization, which is required very badly to an organization. If any absence of these particular things, the manager could not able to initiate its operation, could not able to initiate his task. So that's why the presence of these 5 M's of management is highly needed. So man is required, machine is required, money is required, then method is required, material is required. So the management need these 5M anywhere, anytime. Then there is a question arises, what is management, whether management is a science or a arts. Science, after completion of 10th, somebody will opt the science stream and somebody will opt the arts stream, somebody will opt the commerce stream. So what is science, what is arts actually? When we know the difference between science and arts, then we can able to guess or know whether management is a science and arts. Okay, so what is a science? Science is based upon some cause and effect relationship. Science is based upon some observation. Science is based upon some experiment. Science is based upon some universally application. So if you talk about the Boyle's law, Charles law, or gravitation law, okay, when somebody is falling with, if you throw stone to the upward, it will come down due to the gravitation law. So gravitation law is a scientific law, so which is proven. Then H2 plus O2 equal to H2O. Okay, हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन मिलने से क्या होता है, वाटर तैयार होता है. So these are all scientific thing. These are based upon certain assumptions, these are based upon certain principles, and it is observed, it is experimentally proved, and it is universally applied. All the scientific theories are universally applied, observed, experimented, tested. Okay, and it is universally applied. So that's why as science is having certain principles, theories, postulates, assumption, presumptions, observation, experiment, cause and effect. If you heat red hot iron, it will melt. Okay, so there is a cause, there is a effect relationship. So cause and effect relationship, test, validity, observation, then experiment, then universally application. These are some things which are there in science. The same things are also prevail in management also. मैनेजमेंट में भी ये सारे चीज दिखाई पड़ता है. क्या क्या चीज दिखाई पड़ता है? मैनेजमेंट also we can observe it is management is based upon certain theory, certain principles. Management is there are different theories which are observed, which are experimented, which are tested also. Okay, there are certain assumptions also there which is observed, which is experimented, and management theories also universally applied. So we can consider this management as a science. So मैनेजमेंट को हम क्या बोलेंगे, साइंस बोलेंगे. साइंस का जो जो फीचर है वो सारे फीचर हम किस में फाइंड करेंगे, मैनेजमेंट में. इसलिए मैनेजमेंट को हम क्या बोलेंगे, ए साइंस. ओके, देन आर्ट्स. कोई भी पेंटर अच्छा पेंटिंग करता है, हम इसे क्या बोलते हैं, ही इज गुड इन पेंटिंग, ही इज हैविंग ए गुड art. Okay, that is a good art, or he is having a artistic hand. So what is art actually? Art is a kind of thing you have to use on your knowledge, you have to use your skills, and you have to do the continuous practice, and it is a practical application of your knowledge and skills and continuous application, and there is a personal skills also associated with that particular arts. So arts में क्या है आपका एक skill है, आपका एक uniqueness है, जिसमें आप माहिर हो, आप उसको कैसे हासिल किया उस skill को continuous practice से, okay, continuous practice से, and this is a practical application of your knowledge. Through continuous practice you are gain that particular skills, okay, and it is a constant practice, it is certain use of knowledge of that particular skill or arts. So each art is having use of knowledge, and it is always having certain creativity. Okay, every art is having certain creativity. When we observe that in various puja pandals, okay, whenever at any dasara we can observe different kind of art by the different kind of artists in various puja pandal, and we can say that they are having the creativity skills. As the art is having certain creativity, similarly management is also having certain creativity, and the skills of the painter or the designer, they are acquired with continuous practice. Similarly also the skills acquired by the manager or the skills of the management, which is acquired through continuous practice and practical application of such knowledge, is quite known as what every arts. So ये मैनेजमेंट क्या है, एक आर्ट से, आर्ट्स में जैसे क्रिएटिविटी होता है, मैनेजमेंट भी क्रिएटिविटी जरूरी है। आर्ट में जैसे प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन ऑफ नॉलेज जरूरत है, यहाँ पे जरूरत है, यहाँ पे क्रिएटिविटी जरूरत है, यहाँ पे कंटिन्यूस प्रैक्टिस करना जरूरी है। यही नहीं कि एक बार प्रैक्टिस कर लिया, एक बार अप्लाई कर लिया, छोड़ दिया तो तुम्हारा ओके मैनेजमेंट कर पाओगे नहीं, यू हैव टू डू द कंटिन्यूस प्रैक्टिस। ओके, so as certain features of arts also there, that is based upon certain knowledge, practical application of knowledge, and also skills, and continuous practice, creativity, these are certain features of arts also there in the management. So we can say that management is also an arts. Okay, so management also science as well as arts. So in the exam it will ask whether management is arts and science. We can say management is both science as well as arts. Okay, science is based upon certain postulates, presumption, observation, experiment, cause and effect relationship, universally application. Similarly this arts is having the continuous application of knowledge, continuous practice, okay, application of your practical knowledge, creativity, okay, continuous practice. As arts is having this kind of feature, also the management is also having this kind of features. So management is considered as both science as well as arts. Then what are the nature and characteristics of management? Okay, now we are discussing about nature or characteristics of management. Management is a universal process. While discussing about why management is science, as science is universally applied, similarly the management is also a universal process. Means you can apply this management anywhere, whether that is any kind of military organization or any kind of government organization, any kind of politics, any kind of school, college, everywhere the management can be applied. Okay, and every organization whose aim is to achieve goal through group effort, जिनमें ग्रुप एफर्ट का बात आता है, जिनमें कोऑर्डिनेशन का बात आता है, जिनमें प्लानिंग का बात आता है, जिनमें डायरेक्शन का बात आता है, जिनमें कंट्रोलिंग का बात आता है, ये सारे चीज में मैनेजमेंट जरूरी है। सपोज यू आर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग ए पिकनिक, फॉर दैट you have to manage, there is requirement of management, means you have to collect the fees from the student, okay, collect the subscription amount from the student, then you have to organize a bus, you have to purchase the grocery, vegetables, okay, chicken, mutton, something like that, you have to find a particular cook for that, you have to see the recreation also. So every date you have to pick, so plan, organizing, contact to every person, so everywhere we can find this management also. Suppose teacher has asked you to do this Ganesh puja in your school or college, then that is required also the management. Okay, you have to purchase the ideal, you have to go for the decoration, you have to think about the prasad, okay, you have to think about the immersion of the Lord Ganesha. So you have to think all about that, that is planning, organizing, coordinating, controlling of the thing. And this management is applied not a single place, it applied to politics, it apply to schools, it apply colleges, it apply the business, company, private organization, public organization, NGO, everywhere it is being practiced. So management is a universal process. Management is goal oriented. if the management is there, we can plan, organize, direct, control. But if you are not achieving the goal, whatever the management, that is failed. Okay, so the teacher has told you to go for picnic. If you are collecting the money, you are contacting the money, you are having the resources, you are organizing a cook, but if you are not coming or going to that particular picnic spot safely, then the objective is not fulfilled. So management has to be goal oriented, and it should accomplish the objective or the goal of the organization. Okay, so whatever the organization's resources are there, that has to see, that has to contribute towards the accomplishment of the objective or the goal of the organization. So management has to try, the resources has to put to achieve that goal of the organization. So management is a goal oriented. Simply doing the work does not sense anything. Simply doing all daily, the worker will come daily, go and producing certain output, but at last if the goal is not accomplished, then there is no management. So management is goal oriented. The management is a social process. Why management is a social process? Because management consider the managing of the human being inside the organization. The manager has to see the human being, see the worker's attitude, his culture, his ethics, his values, his education. He has to see each and everything of the particular worker by the manager. He has to see the motivation level, in what way he can satisfy the need of the particular worker. So management is a social process, because it is the people of the society who is working in the organization. So manager has to see about the culture, about the tradition, about the values, about the psychology of this particular worker. So management is a social process. Management is a coordinating force. So management has to coordinate. You have to see that the resources, all the things in the organization, the resources has to be coordinated properly. If you are not coordinating, then what will happen? The duplication will arise. Okay, duplicate will arise. Okay, so proper coordination leads to efficient in the organization. So it required that you have to coordinate properly. So management is all about a coordinating force. Means each and every activity has to be coordinated among different department in the organization, among different member of the organization, so that you can avoid the duplication or overlapping. Then management is intangible. Means it can't be touched, you can feel only. You can't see this management, you can feel the feel it. You can't touch the particular management. Okay, it is not having any kind of physical presence. You can't find its physical presence. You can't quantify in the monetary terms or any kind of terms. You can't quantify the management. So management is intangible, and management is multidisciplinary. Why it is known as multidisciplinary? Because the management has emerged from different kind of branches like psychology, sociology, anthropology. Okay, so management has originated and management has developed from sociology, psychology, anthropology, different kind of branches or different kind of discipline. So that's why we can tell that management is a multidisciplinary. Then management is dynamic. Okay, so management is an ongoing process, it is a continuous process. Okay, it is a never ending process. Okay, so it is always try to achieve the goal of the organization. It is a continuous process, it is a never ending process. So management is dynamic also. Then management is a creative activity. Okay, management provide creativity, ideas and new imaginations to the organization. So it also having the creativity. The management is a decision making. Management has to take different kind of decision in the day-to-day work of life. It may be routine decision, it may be program decision, it may be non-program decision, it may be major decision, it may be minor decision, strategic decision, tactical decision. Different decision the management has to take in his day-to-day life. So the management is a decision making. Decision making means you have to choose the best among the alternative available to you. तुम्हें बेस्ट चूज करना है, जो कि तुम्हारे पास तरह तरह के अल्टरनेटिव है, उसे क्या बोलेंगे? डिसीजन मेकिंग बोलेंगे. मैनेजमेंट इज ए प्रोफेशन. यस, मैनेजमेंट इज ए प्रोफेशन. लाइक लॉयर इज ए प्रोफेशन, डॉक्टर इज ए प्रोफेशन, To be a manager also, you have to possess certain skills, possess certain qualification. You have to pass from a MBA college or any kind of IIMs. Also you have to have a degree. So that's a management is considered as a profession also. Then management is pervasive. Pervasive means it is applied to every level. Every level means, for your understanding, there are three levels in the organization. One is top level, another in middle level, and another is lower level. Every level के लिए वो apply है. ये नहीं कि lower level के लिए management चाहिए, upper level के लिए नहीं चाहिए, मिडिल लेवल के लिए चाहिए, अपर लेवल के लिए नहीं चाहिए, ये नहीं है. सो हर कोई लेवल में मैनेजमेंट होना जरूरी है. सो मैनेजमेंट इज परवेसिव मीन्स इट इज अप्लाइड टू एवरी लेवल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, whether that is upper level or middle level or lower level. Then it is an environment, sorry, management is both arts and science. We discussed earlier that how management is both arts and science, because it contains or it consists of different kind of features of science as well as arts. So that's why we can say that management is both arts as well as science. It is an environment oriented activity. Okay, so management is all about environment oriented. Why environmental? Because you are seeing about your internal environment, that is people in the organization, also the external environment, that is you are seeing the customer, that is you are seeing the political environment, economical environment, okay, social environment. So that's why it is an environmental oriented activity. Then management is the optimal use of resources. Last feature is, or nature is, management is the optimal use of resources. Optimal means what? Minimization of the cost and maximization of the output or benefit. So management में क्या होता है, आपका जो रिसोर्स होता है क्या है, ऑप्टिमल यूज होता है. ऑप्टिमल यूज मीन्स व्हाट? इफ एफिशिएंट यूज, perfect use, that is minimization of the cost and maximization of the profit, or maximization of benefit, or maximization of the output. So management is the optimal use of resources. Then what is the need and importance of management? Why it is requirement, why there is a requirement of management? Management को क्यों होना जरूरी है? What is the importance of management? For effective utilization of the resources, because your resources are scattered here and there. The man, material, machine, money, method, these all the resources will be scattered here and there. So it is the management who realizes the value of those resources. So he has to utilize the resources for the accomplishing of the objective of the organization with an effective and efficient manner. For effective utilization of the resources, because the resources are very costly, if it not utilized effectively, then there is a problem of the organization. So the resources has to utilize effectively. For that, what is required? Proper management required, proper plan required, proper coordination required, proper control of the resources required. So that's why for effective utilization of the resources, management is necessary. Then development of the resources, you need to develop the resources. You have to see the alternative, what are the available, whether raw material, whether that human resources, what are the things available, you are not develop, you have to develop what are the resources or the alternative available. Then to incorporate innovation. So management also needs what? Innovation. So it is not that you have to do this kind of practice to make success in your management. Not like that. You have to use your innovative skill, creative skill for solving the day-to-day life problem, for managing of your organization, for planning of the organization. You should be creativity. For creativity also, what is that? Management is necessary for better coordination among the various department. Okay, the department is having different kind of objective. Department may be finance department, HR department, marketing department, operation department, IT department. So different department will be there. So it is because of the management, the manager who has to coordinate among different department. So manager क्या करता है? दूसरे department को coordinate करता है, ताकि we have to accomplish our own objective, and we also have to achieve our group objective or organization objective also. So better coordination, for better coordination of among all the department also, there is necessary of management to complete the task within a stipulated time period. Okay, आपको टारगेट दिया गया है, ओके, जून में कंप्लीट करने के लिए. इफ यू आर कंप्लीटिंग जुलाई, then there is a problem for the organization. You are not accomplishing the task effectively. So that's why every organization objective should be time bound. Your objective or the goal should be what? Time bound. If you are not achieving the objective within a stipulated time, then you are gone. So achieving of the goal is not important, but achieving the objective with the right time, with the stipulated time is important. So that's why ये मैनेजमेंट होने से क्या होता है, आप अपने जो गोल को ठीक टाइम में, स्टिपुलेटेड टाइम में, स्केड्यूल टाइम में क्या करते हो, पूरा कर पाते हो. प्रोवाइड ए सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी एंड वननेस टू एम्प्लॉय. मैनेजमेंट होने से क्या होता है, एम्प्लॉय का क्या होता है, मोरल बढ़ता है. एम्प्लॉय बोलता है कि मेरे पीछे कोई है जो मुझे मोटिवेट करता है, जो मेरे हर प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करता है. मुझे जो फिनेंशियल रिसोर्सेज चाहिए, मुझे जो सैलरी चाहिए, बोनस चाहिए, जो कुछ भी चाहिए मुझे क्या है, मिलता है. मैनेजमेंट है, कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा फ्यूचर में. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द मैनेजमेंट द वर्कर द और द एम्प्लॉय फील द सिक्योरिटी, दे आर हैविंग द सिक्योरिटी बिकॉज दे आर feeling that the job is secure, and they are feeling that they are one. So that's why it is necessary for the management. Then what is the objective of management? Getting maximum result within minimum efforts. What is the objective? Getting maximum result within minimum effort. कैसे आप अपना कम एफर्ट डाल के कैसे मैक्सिमम रिजल्ट पाओगे, वो क्या है, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का क्या है, ऑब्जेक्टिव है. ओके, देन इंक्रीजेस द एफिशिएंसी एंड ऑफ फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. कैसे आपका जो फैक्टर प्रोडक्शन है, फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मतलब क्या है, मैन, मेटेरियल, मशीन, ओके, लैंड, लेबर, कैपिटल, एंटरप्रेन्योर, ये क्या है, फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन है. वो कैसे इनका जो एफिशिएंसी बढ़ेगा, वो कोशिश है मैनेजमेंट का, वो ऑब्जेक्टिव है मैनेजमेंट का. मैक्सिमम प्रॉस्पेरिटी फॉर एम्प्लॉयर एंड एम्प्लॉय. ओके, let all the people, whether employer and employee, employer has to get more profit, employee has to fulfill his needs, he has to get his satisfaction. So both the way there should be maximum prosperity, maximum benefit, maximum good will come to both employer and as well as employee. Then human betterment and social justice. Okay, because human being are the important ingredients of any kind of organization, and let they should be provided with the proper salary, proper wages, and also their security is more important, their safetyness is more important. So that's why through this management one can create the job employment also. So it leads to what, social justice and human betterment also. It helps in achieving group goal. Because of the management, the objective of the management is that you have to achieve the group goal. Now that you are having the self goal, individual goal, but at last ultimately the main priority is all about how you can achieve the group goal. Then it reduces the cost. Because of the management, you have to maximize the output, maximize the profit, and reduce the cost. Then establishes the sound organization. Because of the management, there should be sound organization where there is a good atmosphere, where there is all the things are managed properly, which leads to the organization to be sound. Then it establishes the equilibrium. There is a perfect balance of the responsibility, authority, and there is a perfect establishment of what, equilibrium in the particular organization. Okay, then essential for prosperity of society. Okay, it is the worker who are working in the organization. So because of the management, the objective of management, let all the people in the organization, whether the entrepreneur, whether the owner, whether the manager, whether that particular employee or worker, they should get benefit, they should get prosper through this. And that is the aim or objective of what, management. Okay, so today what we discuss, we have to go briefly. Okay, first of all we discuss today about Mary Parker Paulett's definition of management, where we discuss that management is all about getting the things done through other people. This is the old definition which is discarded by various people, and because it is not considered about the human aspect, and it is not scientific also, the internal external environment is also not considered, and the function of management is also not considered. So that's why it is discarded. Then what is the new definition of management came? It is all about planning. मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है, एक प्रोसेस होता है जिसमें प्लानिंग किया जाता है, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग किया जाता है, डायरेक्टिंग किया जाता है, कंट्रोलिंग किया जाता है, ताकि आप अपना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का ऑब्जेक्टिव को और गोल को फुलफिल कर सकोगे विथ लेसर कॉस्ट एंड मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट, दैट इज एफिशिएंटली एंड इफेक्टिव विथ एन एवर चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट. वो क्या है, डेफिनेशन है, नया डेफिनेशन. एफ.डब्ल्यू. टेलर भी सजेस्ट किए हैं, एक जो कि फादर ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट, उन्होंने भी मैनेजमेंट क्या बोले, मैनेजमेंट इज ए आर्ट. You can know what to do, when to do, and you should know that how the things can be made in the best possible manner with the cheapest way. वो कैसे बेस्ट हो सकता है, कैसे cheapest way में हो सकता है, वो क्या है, आपका क्या है, मैनेजमेंट है. एंड यू शुड नो क्या करना चाहिए, कब करना चाहिए. ओके. Then management, Henry Foyle, also known as the father principle management, he has suggested also management is nothing but forecast करना है, कैसे plan करना है, organize करना है, command करना है, and controlling करना है. Okay. And also Kunj and O'Donnell also suggested that what he suggested, creation and maintenance of internal environment in an enterprise where individuals working together in groups. Individual क्या है, एक ग्रुप में काम करते हैं, वो क्या है, कैसे अपना जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का गोल को, ग्रुप का गोल को कैसे इफेक्टिवली एंड एफिशिएंटली accomplish करते हैं, उसे क्या बोलेंगे, मैनेजमेंट बोलेंगे. ओके. एंड वी डिस्कस अबाउट मनी, मैन, मटेरियल, मशीन, मेथड, व्हिच आर द 5 M of management. Okay, where the management is required these 5 things badly in every situation. Then we discuss about the management is science as well as arts, because science is having observations, science is having postulates, science is having assumptions, principles, science is having cause and effect relationship. Okay, observation, experiment, universally application. So as some features of science is always present in management, so management is science. And arts is all about systematic application of your knowledge. Okay, practical application of your skills. Okay, it is required a continuous practice, it requires certain creativity, and it is also some personal touch is also required for this. So that's why the management is also having these features. So that's why management is arts. So management is both science as well as what arts. Then we discuss about the nature or characteristics of management, where we discuss it is a management is a universally process where it applied everywhere. It is goal oriented, it is a social process, because we have to study the behavior of worker, their ideology, their philosophy, their culture, their values, their ideas we have to see. And management is a coordinating force. Management को कभी touch नहीं किया जा सकता, it is an intangible thing. And management is emerged from psychology, sociology, anthropology. And management is a continuous process, it is a never ending process, it is required the creativity, it required the decision making. And management is a special profession. Okay, so it requires certain qualification to have this management, and management is applied to everywhere. Okay, management is both science as well as arts. Management is environment oriented. Management is optimal use of resources. Thereafter we discuss about the need and importance of management for effective utilization of resources, development of resources, for better coordination, for innovation, to complete the task in a stipulated time, to provide a sense of security and oneness to the employee. We require what? The management. So there is the importance of management. There we discuss about the objective of management, getting maximum result with minimum cost, minimum effort, then efficiency in factor production, maximum prosperity to employer and employee, then social justice and achieving the group goal with a lesser cost, to have a sound organization, to have a prosperity in the of the society. We require what, everybody? Management. And that is the objective of what, everybody? Management. कैसे resources को effectively utilize किया जा सके, efficiently utilize किया जा सके, and ultimately you should reach the objective with a lesser cost, and there is a proper justice to everybody, whether he is an employer, whether it is a employee. Everybody has to get prosper, because that is the objective of what? Management. This is all about the management. Thanks for listening patiently the first class or the first chapter of this management, that is management principle and application. Thank you.